Actually, I'm going to pick this up. My very first guest that I had on the podcast, one of my favorite PM Cowboys, Wolfgang Raschke. Hi, shout out to Wolfgang. He was famous because he had a legal background and was responsible for risk, and then took over the PMO for CE for Siemens for many years. Now he's staff position to the board. But he originally, when he came into office first, he had them, I think they spent weeks back then creating one of the biggest Excel sheets that I'd ever seen. It was a beautiful, I have a copy of it, risk analysis with multifunction point questions, and they would evaluate what type of project. It had, I think, like 24 different folders and a risk register. It was amazing. It took them weeks to put together with a bunch of macros.
Parked.
But the number one feedback was great, but I'm going to fill this out once, if at all, and then never again, which is the negative trade-off, because the key, one of the benefits of simple stakeholder analysis and risk analysis is that you're more likely to do them.
And that's exactly you can do
but then you lose the value of doing it in greater depth. And what you're saying is now AI will help you bridge some of that.
Sure. Exactly. You still have the depth, but it's easy to use. Because what you don't want to have is spend weeks doing a great work, then you park it in your library and you finally start working. And you forget about that until something goes wrong and they tell you, but didn't we have it? Oh yeah, we did have it in the risk register. But you didn't do anything. The whole point of risk management is not that you've foreseen great risks. The point is that you are running a different project. You are doing different things because you analyzed your risk.
You know what it hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's so obvious. Sometimes it's the most obvious things for us, but you have to hear it, I think, often until the ice breaks. The ton of bricks that hit me was one of these hidden discussions that has always been ignored because nobody understands the essential need for administration or even middle management. Is one of the biggest problems that project managers have had in the past is the scope of project management is both technical in nature, what's called product scope, and project management scope. And project management scope can be broken down into multiple tasks, such as filling out templates and all this administrative stuff, this attention to detail that you might kind of put off. But we all know what happens if you don't have it, if you don't have agendas for your meetings, if there's no protocol, if there's no action on it, if nobody follows up with the product backlog, if there's not clear, and nobody fills out the risk register. All of this has a negative impact, but we've always kind of like left it in the shadow. We've ignored it. And what I'm kind of, and this has always been on the forefront of my mind, but now in connection with AI, I'm thinking actually this could be the aid, that could help us cover a lot of these things that were usually time consuming and would take us away from like strategic work or the bigger picture.
You have an artificial project coordinator.
Yeah. So a project assistant. Yeah. I'm not saying it'll replace all project assistants. By the way, Nelly during the break had mentioned that she said, based on her opinion, you want to say it?